MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Mets. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
Pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Tyler McGill. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. And the 1-0.
No, inside.
And there's a foul ball. And the righty deals. And one away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here comes Lane Thomas. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. One out, bases empty. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's out of here. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball.
And it's 0-1.
The count.
Cap dances out of the way of that one. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away down.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice low to it.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Vientos. throws to first in time, and that is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting in this one, Joey Cantillo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Tyrone Taylor.
And you got to like this matchup for him as a guy who hits left-handed pitchers as well as anyone, it seems. I mean, he's hitting over 300 against southpaws this season. He's got a good shot to make a big impact against the left-hander on the hill today.
That one the other way, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Juan Soto now hitting a ton of homers this year, second most in the National League. And a foul ball. Soto working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Marte at first, one gone.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout, and the runner holds.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does, and you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Into second, and he's got a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. The throw to second is offline.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's Jose Siri. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Foul ball there. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in Queens, and the batter now, Kyle Manzardo. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. McGill goes 6 feet 7 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Bo Naylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult.
That one almost got him. Hey. 2 out, space is empty. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Freeman launched a homer in his most recent game. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Freeman hits it in the air. Soto gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Guardians lead 1. And our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the second. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Cantillo back to work. Fouled off left side. Oh, 0-1 now. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch, and right there clearly didn't see what was coming.
And now here is Kevin Parada. Foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Not close with that one. 2-2. Fair Lands another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Tyrone Taylor, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Yo, 1. Lifted in the air, right field. Freeman. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. New inning getting started. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweep.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
0-1.
And that's in the dirt.
Ball, 1 strike.
Pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering way off the plate.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
In the air, right field. Soto snags it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
This one in the air, center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter
Starling Marte up to him. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Gets under it and pops it up. Schneemann, 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder,
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
0-2 now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense. Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Kyle Manzardo.
And now, Kyle Manzardo. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be...
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bo Naylor at the plate now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out to short, Acuna throws to first, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Guardians, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Pete Alonso.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Vientos takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting left fielder, Jose Siri.
Two down, bases empty. Jose Siri will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That
One ball,
misses.
two
1-2
strikes.
to count. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 2 and the Guardians 1. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a
off for the
pitcher's duel
Guardians,
so far. Here's how the
shortstop,
starters have
Ryan
performed
Rocchio.
up to this point. McGill back to work. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Rocchio, 24 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And that one fouled off. Yeah, big swing and a miss. The Guardians trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. McNeil makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Next to hit, Daniel Schneemann struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike. Pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jeff McNeil. Going on.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
In the air, left side. Kwan heads after it. He's got it. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Parada at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Rocchio hauls it in, 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead it 2-1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. On a line. And that's a fair ball. Round second, digging for third. And the tying runs aboard with a leadoff triple.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Thomas will make his way to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. And he can't come up with it. The tying run is in to score from third. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swings through that one for strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a cold ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Ozuna in the box now. Takes strike one. Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out looking. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. He throws. Save. That's a stolen base. Thomas on at second with 2 down. On the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through that one out in front that time. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Thomas brings it in, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 2. Off the mark there, and that is ball 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Joey Cantillo is done, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Hunter Gaddis taking over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Now
here's Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Nice grab. Over to first. Oh, the throw is wild. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
So 2 on with 2 away. So it's second and third occupied. They go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat. But this team does not want to let him beat him.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Siri swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Brandon Nimmo.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Soto at third. Alonso on second. Vientos on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We go to the top of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor.
Now pitching.
Daniel Nunez gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. You know, these Guardians, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Here's Brian Rocchio. A strikeout and a walk. Ball
That's
one there.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Go ahead run on base. Tyler Freeman getting ready to hit and fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Throws to first in time. Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. And ball 1.
No strike.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And that's outside. And the count down 2-0. Outside with a breaking ball.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. Just missed.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Lifted in the air down the left side. Nimmo ranging after it. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and
Pitching for
we're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
McNeil, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
High fly ball out into left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
That one fouled off. Clase, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. The other way, and it goes just foul. All tied up near the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
That's cheddar, baby.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. So they make short work of him there. 8th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. We go to the 8th. There's Lane Thomas now.
Leading
Nunez
off for the
back
Guardians,
to work.
center fielder,
In
Lane
the air,
Thomas.
left field, down the line, and that'll get off into the seats. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. Ground ball, left side. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Good piece of hitting, going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it. Really important at bat coming up now.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. stays alive.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pitch running for Cleveland, Tyler Fitzgerald. Naylor in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at-bat to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So they strand a pair. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2. So coming into the game now on defense, Carlos Santana. He takes over as the new first baseman. Back to the top of the order now. And now, so they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Francisco Lindor. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. To the right side, Santana. The flip to the pitcher covering. Lindor retired.
Now batting.
Here's Starling Marte. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
Soto.
Known for his late inning heroics. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball. Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching.
So Minter will take over.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, right fielder Tyler Freeman.
Tyler Freeman now at the plate. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Bangs off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
With the go-ahead run at third, here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it.
Swing, and he popped it up. Lindor. And there's two away.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
Left fielder.
So digging in, Steven Kwan. And that one fouled off. 2 outs. And that's outside. Now this is in the air down the line. Nimmo has it sized up. And that's the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Tim Herron.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Cade Smith preparing to come on if needed. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss struck him out. A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First off. On the ground. Throw on to Santana. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting left fielder Brandon
Here's
Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering upstairs. That one to first. Santana. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Nothing across here this half. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner, so we are off to extra innings. We are tied 2-2. On to extra innings. Now the number 2 hitter, Lane Thomas. That's down and in.
That's a ball.
There's a strike. Just off the outside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
Painful.
Got him swinging. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Towards first, and it kicks off the base. Scoops it up barehanded. Can't complete the play despite a great effort, so it's runners at the corners. High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swings and misses. 1-2. With the go-ahead run at third, and here in extra innings. Popped up. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Citi Field, we're at extras here. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. First pitch swinging.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Wow! Ball game! He muscles that one out of here. And the Mets walk it off in extra innings.
Get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.